Hi folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga, and we're looking at a game we've already reviewed on the ZX Spectrum, so let's see how this one compares. It's Aaargh, published by Melbourne House in 1987. It's based on the arcade cabinet from Arcadia Systems in 1987. It's got some similarities this to a Rampage, which you'll soon see. You can control either a lizard or an ogre. I think I'll go for the lizard first of all. But the idea is you must destroy a series of buildings in different towns to collect eggs, then get them back to a cave. It culminates with getting a golden egg. So here I go, destroying all these buildings first of all. God, this control's really weird. Now you can do punches and breathe fire, although I find it a bit hard to coordinate the punches. It seems to be just doing fire. Your energy will gradually go down, but you can restore that by eating these townfolk here, or picking up the occasional burger. This is playing awful. Okay, right, maybe I'll warm to it as I go in. The Spectrum version was sort of like okay, but I'm finding this really hard to control. Let's try and find the egg. It's under one of these buildings. Haven't played the arcade cabinet, but yeah, like a poorer version of Rampage, really. Destroy everything and avoid getting hit by that cannon as well. Now, have you seen the egg so far? I sure as hasn't. I can't seem to coordinate the punches. Maybe it's because I'm controlling the lizard rather than the ogre, so let's reserve judgment for the time being. There's the egg. Let's go and pick that up. Did I pick that up? It was a bit unclear. There's no animation of me picking it up. I will edit down the load times. Right, okay, so we're on another stage now. Similar thing again. It looks like there's a bridge to try and get across. Destroy all the buildings, find the egg again, so this time rip into those golden Buddhas. Looks like we're in maybe China at this point. It certainly is. Don't get hit by these beetles. Now the one thing this is lacking, unless I'm not looking at it properly, is the energy gauge. Maybe the lizard at the top is gradually looking more and more battered each time, I'm not sure. There's a hot dog in the middle, I think we can try and pick up. Don't want to take on that. Oh, I've died, have I? Yeah. Well, that was underwhelming. Blooming awful. Have you had this game back in the day? Let me know. Melbourne House 1988, Arcade Cabinet 87. Let's try and be the ogre this time. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier to maybe do the punches and stuff. The ogre can still fire. He's like a cyclops here. Here he comes, looking all butcher mean in his green pants. I don't know where you get giant green pants, but he got them from somewhere. No, it's the same thing again. I can only breathe fire. It says up and fire at the same time to do punches, down and fire at the same time to do low punches. I just can't get the coordination here at all. I would have hated this back in the day, I have to be honest with you. It's like some sort of crazy joke. If it had been on the cover of an Amiga magazine on like a freebie disc, I probably would have played it a couple of times, then copied over it. Even if it was just to save things I'd done on Deluxe Paint. This is bad. Not sure what it's got in the day. If they loved it, well, fair enough, but I don't like it. Now what's happened? I didn't even get the egg this time. Have I died or gone somewhere else? Game's not even making any sense. Right, so this is a level that didn't happen before. In some kind of strange desert, there's people moving that cannon backward and forward to try and line it up to kill me, but I won't let that happen. There's only going to be a limit to how much things I can fire. The high score is 350, set by that dragon before. What the hell's going on here? If you like this game, then comment below and tell me why, because there's probably something I'm missing. If you think it's a stinker, then put your stinker comment below. Stink, 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 stink. If I ever did a stinker stream on the Commodore Amiga, this probably would be on it. Collect food to redeem your strength, which you can't see where your strength is. Try and punch stuff to save on fire. Well, I did a few punches there. That lightning, if I can ever pick it up, will give me more fire. Oh man! Right, I've picked it up now, so I should have fire. There we go. And I've been felled by a bee. Music is annoying. Might as well not be there. So again, I'm trying to smash all this stuff at the back there to find an egg, then to take it back to my cave. And I think when you take it back to a cave, you have to fight the other monster. On the arcade cabinet, there was an option to have two players at the same time, so one of you the lizard, one of the ogre. On the home conversions, no such thing, so it's just you on your own. And it's probably for the best, because trying to convince someone else to play this with you will be very, very tough to do. Rubbish. Am I being harsh? Well, maybe. These reviews are based on my first or second go of the thing. So the strength bar is represented by the amount of letters I've worked out now that says A. As soon as it spells out A on your character on the top left there, then it's over. And I fall to pieces again. Well, thank goodness for that. Game over, Rover. Game over, man. Game over. Thank goodness. Now, normally, I wouldn't play this again, but just because I'm doing a review, which I aim to try and get around about 10 minutes to get some decent length out of it, quite often it might be that I warm to the game as we go through, rather than just discounting it out of hand. Games, I tend to try and do 10 minutes, but they tend to go on for about 11 to 14, something like that. Unless it's a driving game, they go on forever. So back in this place as the lizard again. He doesn't wear pants, he doesn't need to. He's just lizarding about like a massive lizard. But I'd definitely play Rampage before this one if you want to demolish buildings and stuff. This is more three-dimensional than Rampage. That was like a 2D game, but it plays a hell of a lot better. It's a hot dog there, or if I want to pick that up, if I can work out how to do it, but it's rather imprecise. See, I'm trying to pick up a hot dog, I can't. What sort of game are you in where you can't get? Oh, I've done it. You struggle to get a giant lizard to pick up a hot dog. It's the basics. The basics. More fire there in that lightning. Where is the egg? Where is the egg? Duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh. It's going to be under the last one I blow up, isn't it, really? Hamburger. Well, it's a flame grilled hamburger before I try to pick it up. The R word isn't spelt at all up the top, so my dragon's still in good health. There's the egg. Now, can I pick it up this time? Pick it up, big nose. Come on. Just pick up an egg. Ugh. Right, there we go. This is painful. Prepare to fight for the monstrous prize. Oh, so we're in a fight. On the Spectrum version, there was a fight with the other opponents. I presume we're fighting the ogre. And the fighting bit was very, very easy on the Spectrum version. But it's going to be hard here because I can't work out how to do a punch. But oh, look. I hate this. I can't, because I can't, he's punching, look, he punches me to death, he's captured the egg, all because it's too difficult to do the punching. I mean, it's aptly named, this game, because that's what you say when you realise you just spent all your pocket money as a kid on it. We're somewhere new now, in some kind of army barracks, Fort Knox or somewhere in the 1800s. I just maybe the Zulus are going to attack, and that'll be a relief, to be fair. Burn, baby, burn. There's people running around the place. There's a big cannon there. No matter where you are, China or some ancient sort of like town made of bricks and straw, they always seem to have the same cannon. Maybe they bought it from the Aaargh catalogue. I do not know. There's a tortilla there. Can I pick that up? Who cares? Probably don't bother. Almost spelt out the whole of the A there, you can see. High score is 1980. What a year that was. Better than the year 970, but I don't know what happened in the year 970. If you was born in the year 970, then comment below. What's the most exciting stuff you've seen? Is that dragon dead? No, he's dead. He's falling apart like a I don't know, like a hoodlum. One more go, I think. I don't want another go, but one more go playing as the ogre. Then we'll run for the hills, hide under a tree for a bit until this is all over. Try and delete it from your mind. What's the worst Amiga game you've ever played? We've reviewed quite a few bad ones. This one is, yeah. But, you know, it's all about your own opinions, your own memory. Because I didn't own this game back in the day, I'm just seeing it now as an adult, comparing it with all the other Amiga games I've reviewed. And I know, I would have hated this to high heaven. If a friend come round, this was on the shelf, I'd certainly try and hide it. Wouldn't want him to think that I've got this game. So, what game have you bought? Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge 2. Alright, I've bought, do you want to swap? No, we're not friends anymore. That's how that conversation would have gone. Imagine if you wanted Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge 2 for Christmas, and your parents misheard you and they bought you instead, and you just loaded it on Christmas Day, and this is what happened. But Anyway, fight, baby, fight. Here I go again. Can I fight the lizard? Can I destroy the lizard? Can I do a punch? The answer is probably no. Where's the energy bars again? There is no energy bars. In any fight, I want an energy bar thing so I know what's going on. But it doesn't matter. I'm dead anyway, and the lizard wins the day. That's all I know. Are we going on to another level, or is that it, Big Nose? Back into China. You know what to do. They've got that cannon again from the Aaargh catalogue, and it's you to breathe fire all over the shop. People down there to renew your energy. If I want to bend down and pick them up, if I can try to. The bridge is on fire. Fire. A nice animation of the waterfall on the right. Is it nice? Well, I'm being a bit generous now. The river does look like it's moving. So let's give them that then at least. Melbourne House, they was more known for like 8-bit games, weren't they really, on the ZX Spectrum and stuff. So they must have been pleased with it. Do check out the review of the ZX Spectrum version. It's all rather one colour, so it doesn't look as nice as this, but it plays a bit better. But I have to say, that game is not super brilliant either, but it's better than this. Kaboom! Right, has that been gone? No, we've almost done all the R's. We're not going to get much further than this. I think there's about 10 cities you need to unlock and defeat. So we've seen a few of them. It does take you to various different themes, so that's a positive. It ain't always the same buildings in a different place. There's not much wind in this area because the clouds aren't moving. I don't feel like we're in China. I feel like we're on a miniature golf course there, but it might be just because we're controlling a giant, and everything will seem like a miniature if we were a giant. And I'm doomed again. Well, I certainly won't be playing this one again unless it's in error or a stinker live stream. So I hope you like having a look at this at least to save you actually tracking it down or buying it, because it's terrible. Anyway, thanks for watching again. That was on the Commodore Amiga, published by Melbourne House in 1988. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. Always love reading your comments, so thank you for getting involved. And until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye.